the past week. And sorry, I'm a little nervous. Oh my God.
That's okay.
And genuinely, I've learned now that I'm not where I need to be at all. I actually do have a high value man in my life. And
Okay.
until watching you, I didn't realize how good of a man I actually have around, per se. And I'm kind of just wanting your advice of if I'm going to be able to particularly keep this man
How old is
because
he?
I'm sorry,
How old is he?
he's 28.
Okay. I don't need to turn the volume down a little bit because I'm getting some
Sure.
feedback.
Of
He's
course.
28.
He's 28, yes.
Okay.
He's just a Henry, as you called him. He's not
Okay.
actually
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. It can't be high value in my schema. Under 30.
gotcha, okay.
How long have you guys been together?
We have been seeing each other for 2 years now.
All right. Were his mother and father married?
They were, yes.
Were your
I might
mother
have
and
to put
father
you in my
married?
headphones though, because I can barely hear you, sir.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, give me 1 second.
All right.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Uh, yeah. See, so what tends to happen, and and I don't doubt that the other chick from Valley is a really nice person, but that's something I will need to get paid for because that kind of consultation requires a lot of insight. And see, again, first world problems. Let me go ahead back to you.
You're fine.
Are you ready?
Yeah, of course. Can you
All
hear
right,
me?
I can hear you now. So you
Awesome.
guys have been together for how long?
2 years. Let me say this though. We are
Uh-huh.
both poly. We both live our life freely. It's
You
not
both
like,
you're both poly.
yes, sir.
All right. Does he have any children?
He has one,
How old?
but it was one of those situations. He's
How
seven.
old? Okay.
7.
And you're asking me if you can keep him around?
Yes, because I'm starting to realize that I grew up in a single mom household. My mom was African American, did that whole bit where she took me away from my dad, that type thing. And I'm realizing now that I learned a lot of those bad qualities when it comes to treating a man.
But I
And
want
I'm,
don't let me. But
yeah.
you want to keep him around in what status?
Oh, as we are now, we've already spoken of like later on just building on what we have and
Okay, but
sharing our
okay,
partnership and then
okay.
possibly,
So, but not marriage, an open relationship.
yes, but marriage is the end goal for the money security. I'm sorry that sounds so
Okay, well,
bad,
I
but
need to
it's
be
true.
okay. Okay, okay. Well, does he want to marry you?
We spoke of it, but as of recently, he said he couldn't even think of that because of the fact that I basically, sorry, it's a little humiliating for myself. I don't necessarily respect him at all times.
What
You
do you
know,
mean? What do you mean? You don't
I'm
respect?
very unpolite at times just
Okay, hold
because,
on. You over? Okay, I don't.
yes.
There may be a slight delay,
Oh,
but
you're fine.
um, what do you mean you don't respect him at all times?
Um, I can be very unpolite when I'm noticing now when I feel emotion of anger or,
Okay, okay. So
exhaustion.
let me do this real quick. First off, it's impolite. Impolite.
I apologize.
No problem. But I mean, you guys started out. He's 3 years older than you, 2 or 3 years older than you. Okay,
Mm.
and you talk about marriage is the end goal and all this other stuff. And I asked, does he want to marry you? And you said yes or no.
Well, I would say no at this time because, like I said, I don't feel like I am meeting those standards, and that's why I'm calling, basically.
Okay. Well, several things. One, you didn't start a marriage. You didn't start dating. Ladies, you need to start dating with intentions. This is what tends to happen with women. You get involved in a relationship and then you want to turn into a marriage. You're in a poly relationship with a guy with a kid, and now you want it to turn into a traditional a relationship, a marriage relationship. That's not what happens. It's just not what
Gotcha.
happens. But I want to focus back on you. Are you an only child?
I am.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And
Very,
your
very
and your
selfish, I'm
and your
noticing.
yeah, and how tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
Dress size?
I am a 6'8". I'm 15 pounds overweight at 157. Trust me, I'm on their journey. I know.
A little bit bigger than 157. But okay.
Oh, no, sir. I'll wait
It's
today.
okay.
I promise. It's
But what I'm saying is why impolite?
that's what I'm trying to understand myself because I've been through therapy and things, and I just don't. It's because I know everything we do is a choice. That's something I'm learning right now as well.
Well, let me
Everything we
ask you,
do is a choice.
let me whittle it down. Let's just go
Yes,
back.
sir.
Let's go back 500 years ago. If you were impolite and he could slap the shit out of you, would you be impolite?
No, sir. And that's
Thank
many
you.
of many comments
Thank
that
you.
we've had,
Thank you. Thank you.
discussions we've had recently. He knows that I watch you. He
But
watches me watch you.
my point is, if he could slap the crap out of you, would you be impolite?
Not at all.
Thank you.
Mm,
That's
not
why
in
it
the
is
slightest.
because there's no consequence. So respect. I don't have the respect for you. Yeah, that's there. Uh, but why should a man have to need to resort to violence to keep you this polite? I shouldn't have to make that extreme of an example. You know better. So leave him.
And you're right.
Then leave him. Then leave him. Go find somebody else.
But why would I do that when I know that
Because you don't treat him like he deserves to be treated. You're impolite to a man who's not impolite to you, so leave him. Then go out here and find better. And let him go find somebody that's polite to him. Because what you're doing is abusive. See, I want everybody that thinks about slapping. Yes, see, she's using verbal violence. I always say women, the aggression line with black women goes one way, but you're verbally aggressive. You're emotionally abusive. This is abuse. So stop abusing him. Go somewhere else.
but I feel like why can I not just asking, I'm sorry, I'm not disagreeing with you, but this is just what I've been thinking and why I wanted to jump on here. Why is it that I cannot work on that now? Like,
Well, there's nothing to work on, man. You either okay. I want to say what I just said. You already know you're being impolite and rude and disrespectful. All right? But you said out of your mouth, if this were a world to where when you were impolite, he could slap the fire out of your mouth, you wouldn't do it. So that means there already today exists the model for you to have control because you fear a consequence. But today there exists no self control or consequence that you have to adhere. So he can apply no consequence, and you have no reason to put any kind of self control onto it because he's tolerating it. He should leave. No different than if he would have slapped fire out of you, you should leave. You're abusive. That's what I want people to hear. This is an abusive woman. The sir or yes sir to no sir, I watch you what it. This is an abusive woman. And we need to start calling abusive women out to their face and let them know they're abusive. Ma'am, you're abusive. It's not impolite, it's
it's true. No,
abusive.
no, it's true. I completely agree with
But you
you.
didn't say it was I'm unpolite. You didn't come in and say I abuse my man. And I'm telling
Oh,
the
I felt
audience,
like that would be very abrasive, sir. I'm sorry, but I do
no,
agree with you.
it's the truth.
Mm.
Is it okay? It's abrasive to say you're impolite. Are you really being impolite? Or are you being abusive?
No, I know that what I'm doing is very abusive. It's
So
not
so in
something
other
to
words, so in other words, you know the truth, but you wanted to use a softening word because it will come in. So
mm,
what if a man was coming in here physically abusing you and he said, I just correct her from time to time. And I said, no, sir, you're being abusive. Well, I thought that would be a bit abrasive.
and there you are, back at it again. You definitely are true, like correct on that.
Yeah, you guys are allowed to do whatever the hell you
Yeah.
want. This is why men are starting to not tolerate you because he can't touch you and you won't check yourself. It's not that you don't know. You've already proved you do know. You do know because if you said ABC and you wouldn't do it anymore. He shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have enough self-control to check that. But see, the problem is you won't leave him because you know good and damn well you can't go back out there and get any better than him.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed
Well,
at all.
but you're not. You're also not. But you're also not well behaved enough to treat the man with the basic human respect he deserves. So you're abusive and you're selfish.
Yeah.
So you get no brownie points from that. I know I can't do any better, so I'll just stay here and abuse this guy. That'd be no different than if I said, "Hey, man, you can't find a better woman than the girl you're abusing. So I'll just keep slapping her up, but then I'll keep having sex with her because I can't do any better." See, to my critics and detractors, you guys are swayed by sweet sounding and nice. I get to the root of the matter. This is an abusive situation, and you know better. I don't know what you want me to tell you other than stop being mean. And I say leave. No, I say you should leave. That's what I say. You should leave because apparently he's not strong enough. And you're the abuser. You need to leave him.
Well, sir, I'm not going to say I'm going to leave him because I know what type
Of course
of
not, because
situation
you're
I'd be in.
selfish.
So I'm going to
Because
be
you're not, because you're
selfish.
selfish. Of course.
I am.
So I
because
want you guys
feel
to
like I
understand.
can change,
I want
though.
you
feel
guys to
yeah.
understand how jacked up this is.
Mm.
This is a woman who is saying, I'm going to stay in a relationship where I abuse somebody and I'm going to stay in it for my selfish reasons, not because I want better for him, because I can't do any better. That's modern women for you people.
See, I thought that you were going to say that if I follow with what you're saying and I actually put my mind to it, that I would be able to do
Ma'am,
that.
you don't have to put your mind
not.
to it. If he could put his face, if he could put his fist to your jaw, you wouldn't do it. Why do you need to put your mind to it? You already know it's there.
I'm not giving myself an excuse, but just so you know, I've just recently known that it was there.
Okay. There are some
just recently.
pet owners that are really nice pet owners, and there are some pet owners that beat the crap out of their pets. We require better treatment for pets than women have to have for men. If you treated your pet like you treat your man, your neighbors will call the police on you. And this is a goddamn shame. You thought I was going to do what? Side with you? Give you some motivation? Leave him. You're an abuser. And until you can get your shit together, don't deal with anybody. No man deserves to be abused. You can call it impolite. It's abuse.
Yes, sir. I agree.
But are you going to leave him though?
To be 100% honest with you, probably not.
There you go.
That'll just make
there you go.
content
There you
for your
go.
page,
There
so
you
not to
go.
disappoint
There you
you.
go. I'm gonna keep abusing the shit out of him because
I'm not gonna keep
because it benefits me.